Hello there YouTube, and welcome to another movie reaction here today. Today we're watching Cosmic Princess Kaguya, Cho Kaguya Hime, if you wanted to be that specific about it. And yeah, we're very excited to be restarting some movies. If you haven't seen me before, hello, hi, I react to anime, like to have a little bit of a better look, think about it in a little bit more of an analytical way, I'd like to say so. And I've been doing it a long time, and I've been doing movies periodically on the channel, and I'm ready to do another set of 5, so to say. If you want me to be completely honest, I'm still kind of nailing down the 5 that I really want to watch, but this was one of the ones that I singled out that was like, okay, that seems like a good time, seems like a bit of a slam dunk. So yeah, over the course of the next 5 weeks, 5 movies, that's the general idea. But this one's a bit of a long one, so we better pop in here and have a look quick smart. Over on ANN, my favorite website in the world, of course, Cosmic Princess Kaguya came out this year. That's why, yeah, it's like relatively recent. And compared to some of the other things that I have going on as well, probably a little bit more happy-go-lucky, you would think. So it's kind of what I was in the mood for as well, why I chose it. And yeah, I'll be choosing the order in which I watch them. I'm not going to leave it a random chance. Come on, you crazy. But I mean, first here, pause. Let's talk about this title. Cosmic Princess Kaguya. I know what Princess Kaguya is. It's a very famous old tale. Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. Character there, Kaguya Hime. Gets born from a bamboo shoot. Grows up very quickly. Is actually a, what would you say, royalty of the moon, and she's kind of been sent down to Earth, so to say, as a bit of a punishment. Has various suitors, she gives them impossible tasks. Has a bit of a thing going on with the Emperor from memory as well. Kind of resolves with her going back up to the moon. Something, immortality potion, something, I'm gonna burn the potion because I can't bear to live on Earth without you in it, type of stuff. Like, immortality without you here is pointless. Again, it's a very quick summary there, but those are some of the general story ideas. So the way I understand the film is it's that, but like modern day, and we're doing a little bit more of like internet culture, you know, otaku culture type stuff with it. So we're playing fast and loose with it. I'll talk a little bit more about that later as well. Just a quick little look at the staff here. Not that much to glean in my view, in my scant research that I did. A lot of it centering around director Shingo Yamashita, who has a pretty wide and varied CV. Did I see Garden of Remembrance? Holy based. Anyway, yeah, a few things going on here and there. Bit of a MAPPA edge to things, you would say. We've kind of got this Chainsaw Man opening thing going on. I think there was some JJK stuff somewhere too. Unit directing both of the openings there. Very cool. Good openings for the record, but the two of them. Bit of work on Naruto there as well. Definitely, you know, you'd say a shonen edge to all that stuff. I'm interested in Twilight Wings, which is something that I never saw personally, but probably should have, considering I'm a massive Pokemon fan, and I hear it's great, so shoutouts to that, as well as various ONAs here as well. Slugma Powered Home, Snorunts, Summer Vacation, something Magikarp down here as well. Lots of Pokemon. Needless to say, keep a lot of this stuff in mind going into the film here today. Just a quick squiz here at art director Taichi Shishiro. A lot of background art, few scant art director roles here and there. A lot of it associated with YAP Ishigaki production. A lot of Detective Conan there, Natsume Yujinsho, and specifically work with Studio Colorido, which I'm sure I've seen something on the channel with them before, but it's escaping me. Anyway, I digress. We'll kind of talk a little bit more about that when we pop in and, you know, talk about that studio. But not much to report here, just, oh yeah, background art. Sure, we like Look Back. Look Back's very good. The only other one I wanted to look at is Konichi, who is just the composer, the soundtrack person, the OST for a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about already. Twilight Wings and all this Pokemon stuff. Bit of Hetalia, random enough, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Sure, we'll take that. I think a more interesting lens to talk about the music is probably through this kind of stuff. Anime soundtrack features all-star lineup of Vocaloid producers, including Ryo, KZ, 40MP, Honeyworks, I know Honeyworks. Also, notably, an iconic song, World Is Mine, receiving a brand new remix titled World Is Mine CPK Remix, performed by Sayori Hayame, which we'll talk about in a second as well. Vocaloid stuff. I think that gives you a general idea of the direction of the soundtrack and a lot of everything else going on here. Speaking of VAs, I'll pop over here first, actually. A few notable ones, and I don't really want to dive into all these characters too early, per se, because I don't know what the hell a loyal dog would be, but sure. But yeah, you know, famous names all through here, like VAs that you should know if you're in the business, to name a couple. I wanted to focus on the main characters here, the aforementioned Sayori Hayami, who is everybody and everything. She's got a very recognizable voice. I think most recently on the channel, maybe Tanya the Evil, I think. I did have her up here. Also, yeah, Ononoki on the channel as well. Very soft-spoken voice, very famous VA. Probably doing good work here, you would imagine. The one I'm interested in here, weirdly enough, is Ana Nagase, who is... Fucking, she was born in 2005? That's insane to me. I don't know. I'm always going to be shocked by that kind of stuff. I'm old. And yeah, I know it's not framed correctly. Shut up. But, you know, maybe an up-and-comer. The upcoming Akane Banashi is going to be the main character there, as well as a role in Jujutsu Kaisen. So, you know, there's that connection there already to the director, as well as Takapi, which shares a couple of VAs with this kind of thing as well. That maybe had similar casting directors there or something. Last but not least here, I wanted to talk about a couple of studios, the two studios working on this. That's Studio Chromato, who I believe is basically like newly formed for this. I believe Shingo Yamashita, the director there, is responsible for a lot of that stuff. And the aforementioned Studio Colorido, good work. Twilight Wings, Penguin Highway, Burn the Witch. Even liked A Whisk Go Away, I thought it was okay. So, but this is clearly their best thing, if we're going by Mal scores. Yeah, interesting one, I think. You know, and it is eluding me. I'm sure that they did something that I did on the channel. Anyway, I digress. It's fine. Keen to jump in here. It's a long one. If you haven't watched me do movies before, I'm not going to go, you know, straight back through the whole thing again. You know, I'll write my notes, I'll do a little bit of analysis at the end type of thing. But should be a blast, should be a fun time. And before I do anything else, I should shout out the Patreon. So, patrons have gotten this movie 1 week early. Congratulations to them for doing so. You can have a squiz and see what other movies I'm doing. Potentially, if you're watching this publicly, click on the link in the description below. Could be another movie you really like, or if you're really into your Musume or Ping Pong the animation, I am doing both of those at the moment as well. And yeah, a very big thank you to Sean, Ace Lightning, Ada, AJ, Akomensa, Alchemy, Astafuf, Uvdafuf, Bananarama Hamadama-sama, BD422, Botero, Brendan M. Gibbons, Brett Jones, Capella, Choberibi, Copley, Cure Dynamic, Dakota, Dapper Dwarf, Diark Lord, Dorkia Hyor, Ed, Eric Algelius, Fancy Question Mark, Fried Rice, Fruit, Frozen Fox, Gloriana Tenebrae, Glyke, Hayato138641, Hans Peter, I. Bailey, Ika, Iria, J. Cambion, Yako Yavnen, Jacob R., Jeff Solis, Joran, Kazogtha, Clem, Lexi, Lick H, Lou, Lupe Ferrugia, Maddock the Doppelganger, Matthew Bratcher, Matthew Mortlock, Mickey Babbers, Miru, Mistake L. Chen, Molly Weinberger, Mr. Maniacs, Nature Without Man, Pencil Sharp 333, Pike, St. Lily, Sam1373, Samuel Guerrero, SGM Janus, Shiny Haxorus, Skeleton, Tentacle Member, Terrence, Tobias Dal Christensen, Waifu Overdose, Without a Net, Binshi, Jummy Boo, Kelvin, Runlight BNK, Eclipsing, Free Weekend, and Intars Students. Thank you very much for giving me money. I enjoy the money. Let's watch this sucker. I believe it's a Netflix thing as well, so expect all the Netflix official stubs and everything. That's what you should be grabbing. And yeah, let's go. Excited. Let's jump right in. Right here, Cosmic Princess Kaguya. Up there, ready to go. 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 3 seconds on this one. Sync up accordingly with your own copy. That's the Netflix version. Most people have Netflix, you know what I'm talking about. If not, there's a picture-in-picture version in the description below for your viewing pleasure. Let's give this thing a 3, 2, 1. Radio, 3, 2, 1, go. Netflix. I'd imagine that Netflix would have some stuff at the end there, so time codes may be a little bit different. Moon. Reflection. Whoa, whoa. Radio, 3, 2, 1, go. Bottom. Netflix. Very, very cool. Starting soon. Small girl. Moon hair. Moon again. CG as well on the branches there. It was water. Okay. Sayori Hayami. Oh, disco ball. Yeah, that's... Eh, okay, cute. Is that an electric shamisen? Oh. Alright, she's confused too. Tsukuyomi. Pretty. Let's see a place out of time. Holy fuck. I'm fucking gaming? I see. She's got something going on here, I don't... She's just like me for real. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh. I totally understood that. You tired for some reason? Probably freaking gaming. Okay, it's like future gaming too. Idols. I see. Is that a little poster too? Iroha. Gotcha. Gotcha. The contact lenses too, I think, right? She's like skipping back through like, oh yeah, I gotta find the place. Turn that up. Had a bit of trouble with volume recently. Certain things too loud, certain things not loud enough. It's a tough life. Whoa! I was expecting something a little more dramatic there. Just money. Here we go. Descending from the moon. At least metaphorically. It's a catchy little tune. Oh, that's great. It's got like the RGB shit going on. Oh, there's your bamboo shoot. You'd rather it stay shut? This thing's pretty funny. There we go. Our bamboo shoot is our, like, electricity pole. Very fun. No? She just fucking hates it. Well, I wouldn't want a baby either. Yeah, the disco ball again, too. Come on. Okay, bit of a rough area of town. Okay, better take the baby. Oh my god. It is gonna be a baby. Mainly be for a short time, but... Yeah, I mean, this is just a total disaster, right? You're hardly taking care of yourself. I mean, feed it? Oh, I know some lullabies. Okay, that's fun. Indeed. Yachio. Oh, that's a cute little character on her bag there. Wiggly arms. What happened there with that call? Yes, indeed. I know the story. It's like, I'm sure it was a baby and not a fucking 2-year-old. I probably need some, yeah. Oh, that's... Dude. This shit's kind of cool. Spenny. You don't... Yeah, that's like half of cash. Babies are always trying to kill themselves, man. Are you gonna watch some gaming? Oh, E.T. Dude, I freaking love the TV. You can sleep on a bed, you know. Where'd the clothes go? I logged into your Gmail account. Yeah, I thought that's where we were going. I thought it was going to be like, okay, I'm going to start watching some things that are your interests. Just hallucinating. Get ready to move out. Hmm. Ow. I think you have a part-time job? How else are we making money? Huh. It looks alright to me. Bit of omu rice. Oh, she fucking loves it. Little gremlin person. VTuber. I'm gaming. Camera's fun. I like that. I don't think... Well, she doesn't have a name yet, so... I mean, that's your character equivalent, though. I mean, yeah, she's meant to be very graceful. Yeah. It's a bit of a... It's a bit of a tragedy, yeah. It's a classic. It's an old one. Well, we can give it a happy ending, right? Yeah. Bring you along with me? I'm so happy a normal end is just a happy ending to me. Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. Can we just settle down? Okay, where the fuck did she go? A stress dream. Funny. Well, yeah. AI live streamer. Okay. They do like a Vocaloid slash VTuber type thing. Well, yeah. Oh. This thing's pretty slick in the, What? The joke department. Very quick. Bit of responsibility, okay. Well, if you're at home all day, why don't you watch, you know, some of that streamer person? Whoa! Musical talent. Oh, look at her eyes. Well, not so much. Hmm. Konami Kohara? The bare minimum, sure. Oh my god. Where'd she get the dress? Maybe it's an old... You know, it's just in the closet there somewhere. It is weird hearing her and all this stuff about, like, Taylor Princess Kaguya and stuff. Just reminds me of Kaguya-sama, right? Like, a lot. Oh. There's a degenerate child here? Okay, there you go. Uh-huh. Perfect. See what I mean? Her saying Kaguya. She's a menace. I do like the contrast there between like her pancakes and these pancakes. Like if I leave the house I can get all sorts of good stuff. This thing's If you like comedy and just like cute things, this thing's great. It's very poppy. Well, oh my god. That same cut again, too. Oh! Exactly. Who's paying for this? A lot of focus on, oh, and the dishes, man. How's the food? Okay, it's not disgusting at least. We've got to find a way to make money. It's hate-delicious. That's some primo Netflix subs. Holy fuck, she's coding. She's just like another me. Oh, little Tamagotchi. Looks like she softened on her after she reminded her of herself, you know. It's happy ending thing too, it keeps coming up. Well, just use the computer and don't spend all my money. Yeah, these things too, right? We're gaming. Sick. So my question, right? Holy fuck. That looks different. Whoa. Pretty. Tsukuyomi? What the fuck? Character customization? Now, see, if this was a real game, they would have charged you like $15 by now. But anyway. I like her design a lot. I like your design a lot too. Who's this little dog? Kind of looks like when she was, a baby. With those thingies on her hair, yeah? Everyone's got fucking ears? Yeah, this is cool. So yeah, this is a really interesting blend of, like, Japanese folklore type stuff and the modern internet age. Otaku fandom type stuff. And it's very pretty, too. Yeah, this whole world looks great. Like, the CG. Oh. I got money. Holy shit. It's a very, very impressive sequence, this. At least she's having a good time. She'd spent all my money on a second set of gaming contacts, but anyway. Yeah, well. No, you still gotta eat real food. It's time. Oh, she's performing as she. Yeah. Yachio. Cute. Reminds me of some of the Musume stuff that I've been doing. The real one? What does the real one even mean? Holy hell. So is this like her game, per se? Let's just call it like it's an equivalent to like Hatsune Miku, right? There she is. Sup? And fucking everybody's here. I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting for a bit more of the music, because you kind of opened up there with, a little bit of it, but... We're back. How far in am I? About half hour. There's a bit of a gap there, I guess. I mean... Staggeringly talented performer, always has been. Saori Hayame. Oh yeah, look at all the copies. Yeah, great. Kind of reminds me of Kaguya a little bit. It's so very... Yeah, it's very pretty. You know, this also reminds me of, what was that Hosoda film, Belle? At least a little bit. Like a whole virtual world conceit, like Singer in another... Yeah. Obviously very different story-wise, but, you know. It's a pretty poppy little inspiring type tune. What? He's about to cry. Is crying. What are you thinking? Because, yeah, there was a lot of Kaguya there for sure. Tournament arc? The most new fans. Okay. Collab Live? Well, that could probably generate into some cash, no? Ambitious? Mobu? That was a great cut, too. This thing's pretty... It's pretty good character animation-wise, right? Who the fuck? There's an evil demon? Mikado-sama. Ooh, male cringe. Oh, look at all the sponsors. Holy shit. Okay, this is peak. Holy shit. We have like an evil group. Oh, she's waving at me. Okay. That ain't a she. That's okay. More power to you. Okay, these are also like a tournament arc rivals. Holy shit. She's got some pipes. Yeah. Some kind of connection there. Bye-bye. She did come down through, like, electricity, right? I'm not your little bunny. Pause. I'm just wondering if you came from the moon or you came from here. Time to start streaming. Well, you're home all day. But what about the money? Ah. What is this? Oh my god, she remembers. The pieces are falling into place of the plot, I feel. Well, yeah, how... Whoa, 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 whoa. No, don't do that either. Denizens of the cosmos. Oh, fucking whatever. Most of them just grift these days. Anyway. Hey, she's happy. Iro is happy. That's good. What's the picture? Ugh. It's a very good looking YouTube though. Random pancake video in the recommended. I was gonna say she's come a long way. Well, why don't you play me a jingle? You're very talented. Come on, Sensei. Oh. Whoa, okay. Doing that while, like, sitting down is insane. Oh, she bought a bunch of bullshit in the back, too. Endless. This kind of links all the way back to the lullaby stuff from earlier. She just loves the music. Oh, okay, so you're going to be like producer, composer, you're going to be the singer. Original songs are insanely hard to do. Well, you got to come up with some lyrics now. Well, you got to let me hear it. Okay. It's a bit run down. But my studying. Did I say this is well animated? Did it say 8,000th? Come on. Are the streams bringing in any money? Hey, okay. Who the... Oh, yeah, it's... Okay, gotcha. Reaction stream. She's just like me for real. There's a lot going on in these montages, man. Oh, come on. The hell are you? She's playing some bullshit, too. Is that the rank going up? Hang on. She have a brother? We'll see. Got the twin towers going on now too. She looks hungover. Well, you got to write the Omega Banger. Oh. All those otaku. Are you bringing in any money from... I'm gonna keep saying it. My happy end. Come on. I am susceptible to cuteness. And she knows it. Look at the pose over there. Holy, yeah, it would. Pardon? Oh, that looks great. Holy shit. I don't know. Disappear at any moment's fun, though. Oh, just straight in, too? Straight back to the song? It's a game show. This is so very of its time. Kasen. Stork's dropping the peaches. Okay, where we dropping, boys? She did say she wanted to learn combat. Holy... There's too much shit happening. Hey, gaming does well. I'll give you that. I'll give you that too. Need some mods. Huh? Interesting. That's almost one of our impossible tasks or whatever, right? Sick. Holy fuck, man. Like, I mean, I hate to be a broken record, but, like, this is just so fun. It's ridiculous. Oh, look at the merch. Come on, we're making money. Oh my god. Imagine trying to study in that fucking room. They're scissoring? Okay. It's like me living at home again with my fucking brother. Used to be on the game all night, bro. Can't be doing it. Hey, property. I was going to suggest that, actually. I'm fucking exhausted. And sick. Gotcha. Probably no streaming while my roomie's sick, right? You can cook us something nice. Yeah, go on then. No, call in sick. You guys have sick leave, or not really? Colin, it's cute. She's caring for you the same way that you cared for her. Like early days. That's too real. I can't go to the doctor because it'll cost me too much money. Yeah, where's your family? What's going on there? Well, yeah. Like the pendulum tears there. That was great. Very gifable film, too. I see. Going out on your own. It is kind of inspiring. Like, no support at all is crazy. Reminds me of a girls band Cry a little bit as well. Saved. How the fuck did she do that? Tasty, though? I'm trying to think of what animation-wise this reminds me of the most. Holy. Otako the dog. Top 3. Iyashike Idol. Black Onyx. Our bad boys from the start. You're weird as hell. Thank you, Yachio. Sup? Doing Stardew Valley fishing. Ow. I stan Kaguya. Gaming competition. Yeah, but we'll flog him. Easy. See the water there? That was cool too. Not if I'm, like, gaming with something on the line. It's like, what are they talking about? That's a cute little dance too. To Lady Kaguya. Oh. Okay. Just as they reel in that fish too. Smart stuff. This thing's pace is kind of insane. There's so much shit happening. Proposals just for the vibes. An hour from now, last chance in 43rd place. 3v3 showdown. We're playing goddamn Fortnite. I know I saw they have like tiger bikes. He has 2. Alright, he's kind of cool. I don't know. The love heart's there too. He, like, checked your ID. Very protective. I think she's out of it. Yeah, nah, she's not even coming out when we show her all that food. Oh. Wait. Where? Okay, so she's gonna join our team? This does not seem like she's playing favorites. Maybe she is. Okay. It's the Yachio Cup and Yachio's competing. Great tactics. She gets it. Sure. Dude, the animation is nuts. She's riding her hammer? It's a League of Legends. Everybody go to your lane. There's our creeps. It's a MOBA, like 100%. Like actual, like, 3D depiction of what a MOBA looks like. It's like a mix between like a MOBA and like Apex or something. I know Iroha. But it's cute. Iropi. Come on. Pay that out. I'm smart. Yeah. Nah, she's better than that. Okay, this is kind of hype. I like this because it gives this fight a little bit more, little bit more oomph, a little bit more bite. Yeah. Like, this is where, like, the film's significance is coming from a little bit more. Because it's great, it's great fun, obviously, but, like... when it comes to what's the point, it's like that relationship. Heh. We need to start making some moves, chat room. That hurt me in real life. Oh, that's the game? Is it a best of 3 or something? Anyway. Yachio, you even real? Bit more of a strategy now. Oh yeah, look at this. She's riding the goddamn battle bus. Hacking. Whoa! We're learning. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is a very, very inventive way to show off this, like, war for Kaguya's attention and whatever else as well, right? Like, part of the story, part of the tale there. Like, make it like a modern-day competitive video game. Get wrecked. Great. Alright. Well, you're not ahead. Me and the bros. Bit of flashback. Interesting. Leaves all alone. What I find interesting, too, is the, difference in expectation between a son and a daughter there. Why is he asking all these questions now, like, you know, why don't you call Mum? He knows. Tilted. Don't have to do it all yourself. Truly one of the games of all time. Whoa, 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 whoa! Settle down. Capital G Gamer. I think the point is he's trying to, like, help you again. Okay, so it's all down to this one fight. Sammy's kind of like 3 siblings at the moment, you know? Now I've got the goddamn hammer. And swap back again. He's falling for it. So yeah, his folly there, thinking that she's going to sacrifice herself, right? Yeah. And again, he's in on it too. We taught her to believe. Everybody kind of did. Yachiyo, Mikaido there. Obviously Kaguya. Playing a goddamn Muso game. Prepare yourselves, everybody. She will leave at some point. Yeah, what if I didn't simp? Here we go. Okay, still a bit of tension. He's making good time, though. Was there a mine? Oh, shit. Well... we snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, everybody. Hard throw. Yeah, but I mean... now you have to do whatever he wants or whatever? Whatever the meme was. Tell you what, we've been in Tsukuyomi quite a long time now. I hope it's one of the randos that we saw for 2 seconds, like Tetete or whatever. Not surprised. So what happened, right? The metric was gain of fans. They went from 0 to this. Like, that must be the most fans, right? Like, the most number up. Well, like, Black Onyx were already famous. There you go, collab stream. With Yachio. Look at the shoes, damn. Everyone loves Iro P. Iro P for Iroha is cool too. I like that nickname. Don't want to just go buy a house. How are they even homeless people? Just buy a house. Oh. Yachiyo. Pardon? Messy. It's a very fun role for her. Dude, the background here is cool too. Still got a bit to go yet. Come on now. I'm actually surprised there's that long left, actually. Oh. Sarabai. Goodbye. Yeah, the disco ball, so cool. It's a bit of both. I don't know. Huh. Maybe you're from that moon and not our moon or whatever. Well, closing the door on that's kind of sad. Holy fuck. About the most Vocaloid sounding song ever. I liked that moment. Yeah, all your crap. I could buy the good pancakes. Why are you here? The outfit's cute. Oh my god, these shots, man. Yeah, this song here's a highlight too. I feel like the soundtrack to this film is gonna, it's gonna go triple platinum in my household. Oh, come on, look, they're having a great time. $2020. Collab with who was it? What are we doing? Where you sleep? Don't we have our own rooms? Yeah. Whoa. Ooh. Concert, right? Concert time? The way she pushed the couch back there was cool. The time cometh. Go on then, Iro P. Oh, this is cool. Once again, it's that mix of like old and new, you know? You don't feel like an AI to me. That's very specific. Whoa, the outfits. Yao Yoro. Interesting. Interesting. Keep in mind now, the tale of the bamboo cutter. Interesting. Little Keitha too. This is kind of giving me Oshinoko as well, right? Yeah, they're just killing it. They're superstars. Europe. Do you guys practice this at all, or? Kaguya Hime and Hatsune Miku are fighting over me? That sounds okay. Holy fuck. That's a bit goofy. If you're like an animation guy, like holy fuck. Hey baby. Like the animation itself is quite nice, but then there's like a million effects over it as well. Like how are they doing that? It is kind of funny how they're doing all this like choreography and she's just there with the guitar. Iroha. Lyrics. She's feeling it. Cute. Ooh, bringing down the tempo. This concert, it went quadruple platinum. I forgot there was even an outside world. I love you. Marry you. You're kind of like my dad, though. Oh, hang on. That sounds like a confession to me. Alright, bad things are about to happen, Chad. I hate to break it to you. That's the real fucking moon? The internet moon? Here we go. Whoa! Here are the people of the moon, everybody. That was crazy looking, though. This is kind of scary. Oh, Yachio? Hell yeah. Huh. Why did they bow to you? I don't think... She's trying to play it off, but no. You remembered some shit, though. Got, like, PTSD flashbacks. Unexplained network. Interruption. This is a nice apartment, man. Yeah, but how you feeling, really? In your own room, or? Ten missed calls from Mum. What a weird idea. What's up? Wonder if that means anything. What's that egg? Oh, thank you. She's going through some shit, too. I forgot about the bracelet. I didn't know that that was, like, a thing. Okay, next set piece is going to be some fireworks. Like a date. You're kind of happy about that. Jesus Christ. You need a hobby. Finally. You invited me to something. Oh, the yukatas. Cute. Come on. And the hair. Come on. I hate to break it to everybody, she's about to go. Like, soon. During a festival night. I think it was the first of a month. That's very pretty, though. I'm just getting out ahead of it, so we're not caught by surprise. And of course, just as she's, like, finally accepted her, there's that mock exam going on, too. I'd be very surprised if it isn't this scene. Oh my god, look at that guy's feet. I'll do it too, why not? That's plot relevant. Reminds you of home. What? Okay, that's just the start. Okay. It sounds like Tsukiyomi. Still. Oh, old mate in the back, still Zong. Is anyone gonna check on him or? Hmm. The point of the film, everybody. It's complicated. Interesting. Well, I'm just saying this because, like, you're almost Kaguya's mother too. Like, 3D fireworks. If we weren't trying hard enough. Ditched all my work. Oh, okay, we got a bit of time. Never mind. Huh, that's kind of clever. Yeah, got to get our happy ending, like you said before. It seems like you're confronting it with a smile. Sounds like a set piece to me. 2 fireworks too. That guy in the back, man. Pretty. That's even really pretty too. I like that shot a lot. Holding hands. I think it's goddamn Symphogy out here. Something's in the water. What are the crabs, too? Remember what you said about army of crabs? Or... Anyway. I'll write you a new song for the concert. She really is a gremlin, though. Well... I'm working on the song, goddammit. Adorable. Ooh, pork belly sounds good, actually. Meeting up with everybody. Well, that's a weird thing to notice. Everybody's here. Even though I'm the god of this world. You can come too, Yachio. Help me with my song? That's what I thought you were going in there for. Well, I mean, it said it was a, like a collab or something, right? Yeah, that's where I thought we were going. How are we going to do this mom thing, too? Well, I was going to say maybe your brother could help. Sure, sounded fine. Ooh, I tell you what, I could definitely stand up. Yes, Yachio is helping. Let me frickin' hear the rest. Here we go. Yeah, how? What are we implying there? Mic test. She's just like me. She may go missing at some point, though. The bracelet? I didn't know that you could do that. Sharp. Interesting. Fortnite concert. Always liked? I'm burning it into my eyes. Oh, they're like rabbit ears. Duh. Okay. Moron. That makes a lot of sense. Here they are. The whole gang. You do your concert. Donkey shopping? You got some goddamn pro gamers. Holy fuck. The music too, man. Whoa! Land of the Lustrous vibes a little bit. Little bit, huh? Here we go. Come on, gamers. Everybody's watching this on their phones? That's so funny to me. Come on, pick up that pace. What are we doing? Yeah, there we go. Whoa! Cute. If you just want to see some bullshit, this is great. Oh! Beat Saber. Sick. Had a whole new gang of freaks there. Whoa! Oni. What? What is happening? Costume change, I guess, and now she's fucking... she's hidden that shit? I've retreated, I guess? Guess the concert's a bit of a melody. That's not good. Fell in love. It's all happening. I'll give you that. It's kind of almost too much. Whoa! That was sick. Certainly looks pretty over, guys. This is the power of the moon. Dude, the fire there looks sick, though. Hello, mother. Still got time. Come on, everybody, hold out hope. Is everybody else watching just confused? Happy Endor, come on. As they're like next to each other in real life too, that's crazy. The fuck did he climb? Very, very pretty. Instrumentation too. Yeah, it was almost unreal. It was supernaturally good. Give her a hug. Any of you. She friggin' logged off. Alright, so what's happened in real life? She's just not there? Yeah, okay. Spirited away. Yeah, she was kind of insufferable. But we want her back, of course we do. Oh, that's a great touch. I actually love that, leaving the doors open in the kitchen, right? Here's like 4 trillion yen. A lot of interesting stuff with the mother side of things, right? Because, like, that was a pseudo reveal. Like, Kaguya's been down here running amok because of family stuff as well. It just reflects Iroha and what she was doing. Okay, she needs help. Her friends. Can I get her friends here, please? Reminds me of the start of the movie. Straight back to normal. Yeah, you should have. I'm just happy to see you back. Yeah, but come on. Go on. No? Very clever, though. This is very smart. Yeah. Thank you. Smart film. Great. Ah, you go get that happy ending. Oh, this is great. This song, too, man. Why is she still working? She has so much money. Anyway. Oh, she said she wasn't going to spend it, right? Oh. Okay. She's grinding it out, though. I don't know, with something like a song, I don't know if you can ever truly be finished with it. Oh, yeah? Like the use of the balcony here, too. Oh, sick. It's time for me to just leave again. Come on. Come on. I've got you cornered, freak. I don't know. Do you want to help me? Oh. And she's got her contacts in too. Yeah, I understand. I'm paying attention. Where are you going? The music there too. Sakura? Whoa! that's crazy. The bamboo shoot. In the tank. Found ya. Time travel. Thousand years in the past. Okay. I knew there was something going on. I didn't know it was this. Well, I mean, how'd you end up in a random old apartment? I understand. Yeah. Right. So now a lot of things make sense too. No, I get it. I'm with you. It's time travel. Don't think too hard. Come on. Well, done a lot of living. The big disco ball in the sky. What? What are you doing? Okay. Pretty song, too. Whoa! Hey, it's like their first apartment. This is where it all started, eh? Jomonji. It's actually really smart. We'll talk about it. It brings together the film's themes and it's like idea together in a very cool way. Yeah, it's 8,000 years, buddy. We'll just have to meet up again. Well, yeah, I mean, there's like 15 minutes to go or something. You watch. You watch what you're saying. I don't know if your human body will be able to handle it. Indeed. What is happening? Oh, bamboo. Interesting. I wish I knew all the lore. It's all fucking happening. And yeah, she makes that realization. Gotcha. The soundtrack too. Um, thought it was very clever in some of the earlier set pieces. They often like synchronize and mirror each other. I felt something like this happening. I didn't see time travel coming though. Yeah, she fell into the Matrix. What's happening? Oh, they're doing the thing. Great. Debut song. Yeah, I mean, can't we keep seeing each other in the virtual world? Yeah, I mean, life goes on, everybody. It's time to do a goddamn performance. Holy fuck. See, Mum's alright. Graduation? Robotics? Big bro? Come on. That's fun. Fucking everyone's here. Well, yeah, one of them's next to you. You didn't know, you never knew? There we go. Alright, this is another turn. I didn't know we were doing this. But my pancakes taste bad. You told me that. It does both. This is... Hang on, this is insanity. Alright, we're gonna make our own happy ending. Look at it. Jesus Christ. How does that even work? Yes. I know. I understand. But mine keeps going. Absolute cinema. Oh, the coloration there's cool too. Alright, I mean, that was great fun. Obviously, like, yeah. Exactly what I was looking for tonally, for sure. Wanted a bit of a romp. That ending, man. They almost just like, let's railroad everything to make it as happy as possible. The twist is cool. It makes a lot of things make sense. What I really like about it as well is it brings in the father into it, and that song that they did all the way back when. And we'll get into it a bit more with the analysis, but obviously this is like a... You know, it's should I do the logical thing or should I follow my heart type story at its core, right? And yeah, I mean, she follows her heart. She doesn't do law or whatever. She, pursues both music, weirdly enough, and like this weird robotics thing to get my like cousin daughter back. It's complicated. But yeah, breaking away from parents' approval, doing what we want, being together, maybe even tying a little bit of the homoerotic subtext into it, breaking away from tradition. It's definitely a lens for analysis for sure. But away from all that nerd shit, I think it's just a romp. It's a fun movie. Like great set pieces, um, great music, good character design. It's very lively. You root for the characters. I don't think it's going to change anyone's life. Maybe it might, but it's good. It's good. Did what it needed to do, for sure. And we'll get into a few criticisms here and there as well. I just think it's a little long. But on that same, like on the other side there, like all these sequences are so good. Like what, you got like the fight, like between, the Fortnite League of Legends fight. We have like their like first live, the collab concert after that. You have all the introduction, that like first big introduction into the Tsukuyomi. You have the fight towards the end where we're protecting her while she's doing her concert. Couple of really good musical montages in there too. So like, yeah, I just maybe all those set pieces just, and the ending. I know it's complicated, but we lose pace a few too many times through it. I don't know if it needs to be as long as it needs to be. I don't know. I think maybe if you just went, here's all this stuff, and then like music the whole time, happy ending. I don't know if I prefer that, but it's what I would have did. Good voice performances. I thought that Sayori Hayami was just great, fantastic. And I mean, it comes along with all the singing, right? My only other thing is like money matters sometimes and doesn't matter other times. But then it becomes not about the money as well. I don't know. Maybe could have kept a bit more consistent there. Legitimately, the amount of like unique and really good music in this thing, though, like songs, like proper songs, it's really impressive. Damn good. Oh yeah, and don't get me started on all the like the subversion and the Japanese folklore of it all and everything. And even that the time travel now makes sense because now that's like kind of passed into folklore, if you know what I mean. Like that whole story that she's recounted to people in the past has now like turned into the story that we're reading initially in the film. Like that's great. Got another song for me? Yes. Fast paced one too. Like that's where the time travel's really fun. Hang on. What on earth is this? Alright, that's the most Vocaloid song so far. I mean, divorced from the fact that there's an actual singer, so not quite, but you know what I mean. It's musical structure stuff. They really couldn't find a spot for this one in the movie proper. I do wonder if this is the longest film I've done on the channel. How long's Review Starlight? Must be close. I don't remember doing anything that's like, what, 2 hours plus, really? Suki Nano. Yeah, their new house is like suave too. It's pretty slick. Got gamer neck going on down there. So what are these like some color boards or something? I don't know if they actually use the production or all, but like maybe just the inspiration type thing. Because I do wish there's a little bit more going on in this ED, because the music's like going crazy, obviously. Got one more chorus in us. We'll call it after this song regardless. Oh, it kind of reframes the start too now that I think about it. Remember all that stuff where she's like, you know, like introducing us to Tsukuyomi and the story and unsure if it's long in the past or long in the future? I thought that they were being cute. That's actually plot relevant. That's really fun. They do have that bamboo stalk in like, it's like Lane's bedroom or something. I don't know what. Freaky ass bedroom. Oh, post credit. The Galactic Railroad? Oh! We were living on a pancake the entire time. It was a plateau. Okay, there we go, everybody. And yeah, we'll leave it there. Very good. I enjoyed that thoroughly. You'll see me for some analysis. I do not know when that's going to be, because I need to find the time to do some research and whatnot and write some notes. But yeah, good. 2 thumbs up. Enjoyable. Very, very good. Alright, you'll see me in a second. And we're back. It's the next day. Cosmic Princess Kaguya watched Cho Kaguya Hime, if you wanted to be that way inclined as well. Thought it was very, very good. And I guess before I just dive all in and start yapping for a long time, I've got some notes. So I'm going to be going through those. Very, very cool. If you haven't seen a movie kind of video by me before, I'm not going to go back through it like I do the TV anime stuff. I just think it's a little bit too cumbersome. Like they end up being very, very long recordings, which do tend to end up very rambly. And that's why I think centering myself with a bit more of a script is a good idea. But like with all movie videos, I haven't watched it again. I've watched certain scenes again. I've caught back up on the plot. I'm pretty all in there. It's all, you know, working for me, I think. But this is like 130, 140 minutes of anime. Like, I'm gonna miss stuff. Is basically what I'm trying to say. But hopefully, what I do have is good. I think it's good. Yeah, I was happy enough writing it. The words were definitely flowing very easy. I think we ended up with 9 pages here of stuff, which is more than some other things, which, you know, it's more than like Millennium Actress. I had less notes for that, which is interesting. I don't know what that says about me. Oh yeah, I kind of split these up into categories as well, and I have this down here if I want to find like specific examples of certain scenes and whatnot to help me, you know, make my point and whatever else. But yeah, first section here, just opening thoughts, just a few general things, like the first like reaction things that you would say after watching the film. Entertaining, absolutely entertaining. Like, as I've said already, this thing's long for sure, and I don't think that it ultimately feels its length as much as it could have, basically on the back of like constant creative set pieces and like just stringing those together and it just being like fun. It's just really fun. And I mean, that's all well and good. Anybody can jingle keys for, you know, 2 hours and make me entertained. But I feel like this comes from a little bit more of a genuine place. There is a pretty good story here. It has some decent twists. There's some, you know, literary, you know, comparison stuff going on to another story. There's, you know, twists and turns and multi-levels of things in like time travel. Like, it's not dumbed down per se. It's not just dumb popcorn fun. I feel like there's a bit more to it than that. And the other thing as well, genuine appreciation for both the traditional Japanese side of what we have going on, as well as the idol stuff and the streaming stuff and the music stuff. Like, it feels like it's come from that world, which is it's probably the biggest compliment that I could give it. It feels authentic. Wouldn't be surprised if our creative staff here actually play video games, like genuinely, and like these kind of video games as well, like the ones with dailies and, you know, you meet up in these spaces and whatnot. Like some of the gacha stuff, like a Genshin or whatever, right? It feels like they watch and love watching VTubers and live streams, and like even all the way back to the very beginning. Like I didn't catch this initially, but this is like a starting soon screen for a live stream. Like that's the very first thing you see. Also pancakes, which is a nice touch now that we're familiar with the plot. Like, if they didn't care and they weren't authentic, they wouldn't be doing stuff like this, you know? And again, I'm only tangentially in those worlds, but, like, from my point of view, it did seem like they gave a fuck, you know? I feel like Yamashita's work on good quality anime openings is, like, demonstrated here very well. Like, this thing almost feels like a 2-hour-long opening. It's just constantly going. It's one-upping itself with a creative visual moment or some piece of flair or a great dance or, you know, matching something up to music in an awesome way. Like, various sequences, like the battle sequence towards the middle between them and Black Onyx and, you know, the kind of live stream, the last kind of concert performance towards the end of the film as well. All these like feel like the hype moments of like anime openings almost, you know, where they just keep elevating and elevating, and the visuals, you know, there's like a scope to it, there's an epicness to it that I feel like this stuff is a pretty like cool through line into understanding why this is the way it is. If you go and watch those Jujutsu Kaisen openings or the Chainsaw Man opening or whatnot, it feels like that's the precursor to this. This thing as well, it's all in the details. Details. The one I wanted to highlight for this would be very early on, and it's a very, very obvious one, but kind of the handles here on this light post are bamboo. We're playing off of Tale of Princess Kaguya, Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. It only makes sense there that you would use that, you know? Switching out that kind of, you know, the bamboo for a light pole, right? Something that carries electricity, like carries the internet per se as well. Like, it all just fits, you know? And I mean, like, half of my appreciation here is looking at all those details and, you know, how we reference different things and, you know, how we put our twist on it and, you know, how things remain consistent. Another one would just be like pancakes and that coming back around at the very end, that being a thing very early when, you know, Kaguya is being introduced to the rest of Iroha's friends. Pancakes play a role there too. Like, things just keep coming up. It's a well scripted thing there. And yeah, plot on its surface does seem very simple. You are like aping off of one of the most famous Japanese stories, you would say, right? And it put me to a sense of comfort, I guess I would say. I was like, okay, well, I know that Kaguya is going to leave at some point, but we've also very well telegraphed that we don't like the tragic ending of the original story. Okay, we're probably going to do something to subvert that. We're probably going to get a happy ending in the end. But yeah, we evolved beyond that. I really like the time travel twist. I feel like it just works, and you could probably spot a lot more on a rewatch because of it. And yeah, I like that our ending is somewhat a little bit bittersweet. Just a touch, you know? We don't get to see Kaguya back immediately the same way again. Right, we got to work for it a little bit more, and of course the relevance there as well. And I mean, I'll talk about the ending later as well. But like Iroha working for that happy ending and not just taking things at face value after being inspired by both Kaguya and Yachio, right? Like that's the heart of the film. That's the core, and it's this thing that just perfectly aligns everything. Let's just talk about it now. I'm sick of just to and fro a little bit and not saying everything. Iroha's character arc centers around her mother, right? And her mother and the pressures placed upon her to do the traditionally right thing. Iroha standing up at the end, phone call with the mother aside, that's another good moment, but like saying, hey, no, this is what I want to do. I want to go into this field to get to this point to be able to produce this model of this little freak here. Right? That's just very, very inspiring to me, you know? Like Iroha, in the same way that she didn't want to let go of these certain parts of her personality, which caused that rift with her mother, like, she now is embracing that feeling more and more and being her own person because of it and going in the right direction. She's not accepting, the things that the way they are, the world's got a tragic ending for me and whatnot, and I'm just going to take that lying down. The inspiring thing to me is that she stands up and that she chooses something that she wants to do, and it has this real emotional connection to it, and, she thrives because of it. She seems genuinely happy. And I think her mother seems happy to see her thriving and happy as well, And once again, all of that is inspired by the actions of Kaguya early in the film and those, like, naive thoughts almost. Like, why does the story end this way? Why is, Tale of the Bamboo Cutter considered this tragedy? Why don't we switch that up a little bit? I don't know. There's something very, like, embrace yourself, embrace your inner child, embrace simplicity almost as well to all of that just really resonates. Again, not reinventing the wheel. I can think of a fair few analogs to it, actually, just off the top of my head. Your Name, very similar there with, Mitsuha's decision standing up to her father in that film's third act. Feels kind of similar, at least a little bit. But yeah, it's an oldie but a goodie, let's say that. Anyway, the story. I see a lot of similarities concept-wise with this thing and Hosoda's Bell, which is a film that I actually quite like, albeit it is flawed. I mean, I'm sure if you've seen both, you know what I'm talking about. It's a virtual world. We're reinterpreting a classic story. In Bell's case, that would be Beauty and the Beast. I think it's an interesting point of comparison because you can see what each one does well and what they don't do quite as well. I think Belle is visually stunning. I think the music's fantastic. Really love a lot of the character design. We're doing a lot of similar things where we have this split between a animation style for the virtual world and an animation style for real life. There's a romantic element to it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. There's even kind of furries if you wanted to be that way inclined. Like, they're pretty similar, you would say. I think the leg up that we have here with Kaguya over Belle is that I feel like it ends better. I feel like it comes together with a stronger, like that time travel twist is something stronger than what happens towards the end of Belle, which is a little bit, it kind of comes out of nowhere in my view. It's hard to talk about without spoiling it, but yeah, if you've seen it, you probably know what I'm talking about, that we just go and see a character that's only been mentioned a couple of times towards the very end, which, I don't know, and kind of the moral of it is a little bit deflating by the very end too. Anyway, it's another video, I think. But just, yeah, I wonder if they, like, compared notes or something. Or, like, I don't know. The film's old enough. Maybe it's just the direct inspiration. You never know. Rightio, all the way back to the opening scene. And this was something that I was spotting yesterday. It's, like, hiding in plain sight, everybody. Like, she starts talking, Yachio, and she's like, long ago. And there's, maybe not too long ago, or maybe at some point in the future. And then, it's meant to be this thing where if you don't know any better, you're like, oh yeah, she's just talking about how we're subverting the tale, how, we're doing like a modern twist, a like technological twist on Tale of Princess Kaguya, right? But in reality, that's literal. It is a long time in the past, while simultaneously being not so long in the past, while simultaneously being at some point in the future. Those like the 3 points in the story that we work our way through. I think that's a brilliant set of opening lines and a brilliant kind of just set piece to open as well, Love all the stuff there, like showing off Tsukuyomi, love all the stuff there where we like switching the moon with the disco ball, and the shine of it too, the glitz and the glamour. It throws a lot at you very quickly though, which I don't know if that's criticism or not, or maybe I just need to switch on a little bit earlier in the film, but like I don't know. I struggled a little bit in the first 5 minutes. I got there though. But yeah, I like how it's hiding in plain sight. I think that's just very, very smart. Next part would be Kaguya growing up. It is a touch on the slow side, but, well, which is ironic considering that Kaguya grows up in like 3 days. But still, like, I mean, where are we to the point where we actually back in Tsukuyomi? Like a good 20 minutes? I don't know if we need a good 20 minutes there of, reading the storybook and blah, 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 blah. I guess it's important to, gradually get Iroha on board with having, Kaguya there. If she was too gung-ho about it, it wouldn't make sense. Her, role in the film early on is to be a little bit of a stick in the mud, so I get it. I think on a rewatch, you're just kind of waiting for, I want to see all the songs and the glitz and the glamour of the virtual world, and we do take a little bit long to get there. But once we get there, very pretty. Look at that. Holy shit. I should touch on this, though. It is very important. You need this stuff with the storybook, which now I can't find inexplicably, but anyway. And you need the lullaby. They're two crucial elements, plot-wise, you need them. So maybe cut 5 minutes there. I think you can. Yeah. You also need the pancake stuff. There's that scene where she meets up with her friends. There's a good bit of tension there. You see a very cute Kaguya just following them along. It's not terrible time, is it? It's pretty good. But then, yeah, we get to the good stuff. We get into Tsukuyomi. We get some of the songs going. Great music through this whole thing, obviously. And, things start to come to light a little bit more. I really like the kind of twist on the trials of Princess Kaguya, so to say. And, Yachiyo giving out this thing where it's like, okay, well, I need you to gain the most followers over this course in time to win the cup. That's almost like Princess Kaguya giving these impossible tasks to these people, which is also a little clue there as well, because we're kind of splitting the role of Princess Kaguya between the character of Kaguya in this film as well as Yachiyo, who are the same person, that's great fun to me, I think. Obviously, with you have all the stuff about going back to the moon and whatnot, and over here a little bit more with Yachiyo, it's more like, the trials and whatnot. Looking at them now, they are remarkably similar character design-wise. They each have their own little sidekick too. They definitely mirror each other in more ways than one. Where's this performance where they legitimately mirror each other? Yeah, this thing. Yeah. See? See, there was clues for sure. I believe the game is called Kanan. It's towards the middle of the film. The family stuff at the core of this is what made it for me, right? The revelation of, old mate being her brother and kind of the stuff that he did for her, in almost protecting her and shielding her from her mother, and how he always read between the lines a little bit and did nice things for her and whatnot, and was very supportive in his own way, very smart. As soon as that kind of stuff came to light a little bit more, this scene really popped for me. It is probably one of my lesser favorite scenes visually, I would say. They do get the video gamey thing across, but it does clash a little bit more than I would like. Just the background with everything else going on, I'm not crazy about it, I guess. But yeah, I mean, designs are cool. You got traditional Japanese stuff, like in a Fortnite LOL equivalent thing. Yeah, it fits the show's thesis in a good way, you would say. Kind of talked about this already as well, but the nature of doing a retelling of a classic is that the audience is going to know the plot beats, right? Funnily enough, Belle deals with this in an interesting way as well, but again, that's another video. I'm of course talking about the stuff where it's like, okay, heavily foreshadowed, and we talk about, she's gonna go missing. I thought it would have been kind of lame if we did it back here straight after the fireworks, and I'm happy that we didn't do that, right? Like, she didn't go on that night. We still did have a chance to do a bit more of a set piece about it. I felt like that was a point of difference. I liked that quite a bit. It's even like this happier twist on, the tragedy that we know is coming. If we go out with a bang, if we go out with a concert with a bit of a performance, then maybe it won't sting so bad. As well as that, we foreshadowed the kind of, happy ending stuff towards the end as well. And, are we going to take that lying down type stuff to it all? Like this fake out ending was one of my favorite moments of the film. Just, yeah, fantastic. And it's another thing where, you think that it's going to end on this tragic note, but again, early in the film, you almost know it's coming. It's been well foreshadowed and told about. It just creates this great satisfaction when we cut back from, this Netflix stuff here and, back into the film proper, and you realize that there is, another 20 minutes left. Another thing I like here as well is that it follows the structure of the start of the film, where, it's setting up this stuff, it's got narration, Iroha's talking her way through it, she's being this model student, there's the scenes specifically with that teacher again too, which are somewhere, I think that's him there regardless. So there's, that stuff about her being a lawyer, and there's the stuff about her working the part-time job, and the falling out with the mother. We do that very similar stuff, all narrated by her, towards here as well. It's like we're very cyclical, it's like we're closing down, it's like we're supposed to be at this point in the story, right? It's like this is where the film should end, and then Netflix thing comes up, and then we reverse our way back out of it. It almost feels like time travel in of itself, this whole sequence, right? Where she's literally like, am I going to take that lying down? Am I actually going to do that this way? No, I'm going to change everything, right? Am I really letting it end like that? Let me go back to all these scenes that just happened and show how I'm reversing things. Very comedic way too. Just, yeah, smart. Very, very smart. And once the time travel stuff comes to the fore, just makes so much sense. Now, the actual ending itself with the time travel, I think it is very smart. It could be a little bit controversial. It kind of, doesn't come out of nowhere. That there's some connection between Yachio and Kaguya, but it is out there for sure. It is some primo anime bullshit, but I happen to like anime a lot, so that's not a bad thing to me. I didn't see this exact twist coming. Once again, I knew that there had to be something after, how we got her back per se. Again, didn't think time travel there for sure. I like how it doubles back to the family connection at the core of the film. We don't leave anybody behind, and we always, check on them and that kind of stuff. Like, Yachi has been very mother-like figure for Iroha through a lot of this stuff too, so peeling back the curtain and seeing how much she's done for her as well. Like, it's almost surrogating her and mother, in my view, I think, right? It's why they make up by the very end as well and are on good terms. And once again, that commitment to the happy ending at its core, for sure, for sure. A little bit of a question mark on the pacing. I just wish we kept a little bit of that kind of, like, rock star tumble pace. Once again, Your Name is a great comparison here, right? I thought I had it on file, but I don't anymore. Sad. Spoilers for the most famous anime movie ever, sure. There is a point where it seems that all isn't going to go to plan for the two of them before, the film almost starts again, and it's years later, and then they see each other on the train, and there's this like kind of mad rush before they meet each other. I kind of wish we kept a little bit of that. That's like that kind of pace, that propelling nature. Like, you almost finish that film and you like catch your breath almost, it feels like you've just like seen something incredible. Where this one, it kind of plays out over about 15-20 minutes, which is a little bit too... You got a lot to do though, it's a different thing, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I would have found a way to shorten this up a little bit and just kind of keep propelling us towards that ending. Really go like swiftly downhill towards our conclusion, rather than taking a break every now and again to explain everything. The other thing I really like about the time travel as well is that it doesn't cheapen the original story of Tale of Princess Kaguya. It almost gives this universality, this story out of time nature to it. These things, these events that happened here were actually the true inspiration for the story back in the day, and it's very cyclical and it doubles back on each other. It's very respectful in my view. I like that. It's both novel, and I feel like it doesn't trample upon the legacy of the story itself. Onto the characters themselves. Iroha, the main character here, I feel like she splits the difference well between being a character that is well-meaning and kind, but still also a stick in the mud. We see this very early on where, fair enough, you like spending all my money and you're this little brat and you've just kind of been dropped upon me, I think clearest here is, when you're crawling around and being a little creep and you won't go to sleep at night, and there's the stuff with the lullaby. Like, there's a specific shot where she's looking down at the child and she's like, well, I'm in over my head now. I want to, call the police and, give her over to somebody else and blah, 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 blah. But there's almost this, like, moment of attachment. I feel like, again, she's a good, well-meaning person deep down, but also for comedic effect, she needs to be annoyed all the time. It's that two-person duo comedy type thing. I can't think of the term off the top of my head, but they're kind of doing that between her and Kaguya. Yeah, hijinks most certainly ensue. It works as a great starting point for her character as well, that she grows over the course of the film to become somebody that cares quite a bit. She needs to question things a little bit here for the arc to make sense, to the point where, we're having these conversations here, and we had the conversation before where it was kind of, late in the afternoon, and we're just kind of sitting together, and she was explaining some mom stuff. I forget where that was exactly, but anyway. Like, the relationship grows over time. It becomes satisfying. Her character arc, she's caught between her clear passion for music, gaming, otaku culture, the idols, the live streaming, all that other kind of stuff, and the expectations placed upon her by her mother. We see it in all the schedules on screen, right? Mock exams, studying, work, practice, all this other stuff, versus time devoted to her hobbies, the things that she loves, her passion, the things that almost attach her to her own father as well. Whenever we see him, he's on the keyboard making a song, playing around, doing whatever else. If you wanted to be so blunt, this split between her, her diligent side and the things that she's passionate about, is almost the split between the two of her parents and what they represented, And again, I'm painting Mum in a bad light. Mum means well. It feels almost like, maybe not as dramatic, but some of the family stuff in Girls Band Cry. Maybe not. Girls Band Cry is a bit more dramatic. There's a little bit more on the side of the family there, but, in both cases, they make the right choice and they commit to the music side of things. And yeah, through this section, there's a pace of scenes that just make her open up more and more and more. We explore her character well. I think it's a well-told story there. A simple kind of visual for this is her character design in Tsukuyomi, right? Like, originally when she shows up as this supporting character for Kaguya, it's full onesie. She's hiding her identity. It's cute per se, but it's not her. Like, she opens up more, and before we know it, she's performing with the best of them, right? There's, no costume on, no hiding, no nothing. She's grown past that. She's become comfortable in her own skin, Before, to the point at the very end of the film, right, where she's able to go out on stage with everybody in real life, in her own skin, and be the person that she wants to be, She doesn't need a virtual world to do that anymore, where in reality we're kind of blending the two, but you know what I mean there. That's a character arc, baby. It's satisfying. Next up, Kaguya. She's a bit of a brat, but we love brats. Come on. Like, I could imagine somebody watching this film and going, yeah, I couldn't get into it. Kaguya was just a little bit too annoying for me. I think these people are weak-willed. I think they're weak-willed. But it's different taste, different strokes, different folks. You know what I mean. I think at the core of it, she's well-meaning. She wants to do streaming to, be a bit of recompense for the money spent, even if that results in her spending more money. It comes back at the very end. She gives all that money back. She gives, that check, even if it doesn't mean anything. It's this great moment for the two of them. It's like, Iroha, it's not about the money anymore. It's not about, that side of life. It's not about the logical, tangible side of things. It's a little bit more emotional for them at that point. Once again, wish that she got into it all a little bit quicker. Beginning may drag as a result. Kind of went through this already. But yeah, a little bit too much back and forth, I'm being annoying type stuff from Kaguya. Even though, again, I love it, but like a little bit too much. Just again, 5 minutes there, all you need. I feel like it's a fantastic, multifaceted voice performance by Yuko Natsuyoshi. I just checked. I'm not particularly familiar with her, I don't think. Yeah, she hasn't been in much. She is one of the horses, and I believe it's one of the horses in Musume that I'm doing very soon. So that could be an interesting point of comparison. She's Hat Horse. So yeah, I'll bring that up in Musume this week, maybe. But yeah, you got to be chaotic, you got to be energetic, but you also need calm. You also need these moments, again, that are a little bit more touching, and there's a bit more feeling to it all. Like, we split the difference, well, it's feels like a real person by the very end, less of a caricature. And again, that's also the progression of the twist of the film as well. Like, Kaguya needs to progress from literal baby to mature graduate before leaving to the moon, before coming back as Yachio, who is this character that is so very associated with like being calm and in control and maturity, right? Like we need to bridge the two characters there. That's also part of the illusion of the film, right? You cannot believe that Kaguya and Yachio could be the same person because they're so very different when we first meet them, right? Like they're like when we're in here, like, you know, she's perfectly in control of everything. Yachio, right? Where you're all rambunctious and yelling out at a turn and stuff. You know, it's some good, you know, illusion. It doesn't make it too obvious. And then, yeah, she leaves for the moon. I believe it's a nice reframing of the tragedy of Kaguya's ascension from the original story, working both as a romantic what-if between these two, of course, and also a parent seeing their kid leave the nest. Which, again, like, you know, there's a lot of stuff in the film about Iroha being Kaguya's mother, and that attaching in with their both of their own mother issues, parental issues type stuff. So again, original story, you have like the Emperor and Princess Kaguya and this like romantic what if of the immortality potion and whatever else. There's that weight to it, as well as the parental stuff, which is a little bit more about the film itself. As we're truncating characters, you know, we're kind of, Iroha is simultaneously like the farmer that initially finds the baby in the beanstalk, baby in the bamboo, as well as being the emperor, as well as being that romantic interest. Kaguya is both the conflict of the film and also the comedy. Very funny presence on screen. A lot of laugh out loud lol moments in this thing, and I'm putting a lot of the blame on her. She's definitely responsible for a lot of it. And we have Yachio, or Kaguya again, smiling face. I've kind of separated it here before the twist and after the twist. So one, I think the best voice performance in the film is Sayori Hayame for Yachio, just gentle, in control, playful when she needs to be. It makes a lot of sense now, you know, seeing that Kaguya can be very playful as well, you know. Commands this virtual world with a semblance of authority and drips cool and aura and stuff. Like, I don't know, it said it had 100 million users or something. That's insane. But such a warm character as well. There's no authority to her authority almost. It feels like paradise, and she's at the center of that for sure. As the film progresses, we do see her open up more and more and more, obviously culminating here in the middle of it with, you know, the big battle royale fight type thing. Where again, Yachio holds all the pieces, right? She knows, you know, all the characters and what they're doing and whatnot, so she's just like having a ball playing with her friends from 8,000 years ago, and also herself, so to say. And then after the twist, so much of everything falls into place, her character design being so very similar to Kaguya's, her specific quirks. I particularly like this part where we're first introduced to the virtual world, where she splits up into tiny versions of herself. Like, again, talk about hiding in plain sight, right? This feels like this stuff back at the start, where you were a tiny version of yourself, you know? Pay attention, there might be some stuff there, you know. Back over here as well, we can see that Yachio is watching out for Iroha and making sure that she's where she's supposed to be and is having a good time and stuff. Even almost anticipating this moment as well. She knows that it's going to happen, right? So I love that as well, like always keeping that watchful eye over her. Again, very motherly. Like, it's almost like where each of us see each other's mother, so to say. Now, I believe this is the case. There's the debut song here from the very start, which is very similar to the lullaby that we do. Yeah, the song called Remember, right? Remember? It being the lullaby to calm down, you know, the baby at the very beginning. Like, that's just... it just fits into place lovely. It's just wonderfully. Very, very well done. And yeah, a character that was already just good because it has a good voice performance and she's likable and stuff. It ended up elevating her character. Yachio, like top character in the film now, gave her way more depth. Obviously shining on a rewatch if I did have the time to do so. Just yeah, very, very well done. Then we're off to the side characters. As you can see here, I haven't written much. I don't think much about them. The brother's nice. I like the brother. I spoke about that a little bit earlier already. I feel like that's a smartish scene. They just got some good gags. I like the one of them that has the crush on the brother. I think that's pretty neat. One of them's played by Konami Kohara, who has a very distinct voice and made me think of Kaguya-sama more than once. But anyway, I digress. They just do their jobs. They're very functional. Next up here, what did it all mean? First off, gay. Sure, why not? I think it's gay. I think it's at least you could make an argument for this whole thing being very gay. Once again, I need to find examples, but I feel like it was fireworks all over each other during the fireworks, right? Sure, that'll do. Lewd hand holding. Yeah. Kind of? Okay. Because there's this. But then if I go down here, there's also, you know, this, which makes that all very fraught. Because I make the argument that they're each other's mother, so to say, or at least repairing that relationship. So it's weird to be gay for your own mother, I think. I think that's weird. I don't know if I would do that. But sure, I mean, lots of hand holding in this thing, even hand scissoring. They have their own little handshake stuff going on there. You could read into it, is all I'm trying to say there. There's an actual confession. There's a daisuki for sure. So on the grand spectrum of like Yuri bait, I feel like this is falling more towards the Yuri than the bait. So sure. We also have a love here that lasts multiple generations. The connection between, you know, Kaguya and Iroha is the thing that kind of like holds everything in place for Yachio, and like all that commitment there, it's all kind of leading up to Iroha and her being there and getting to see her again and everything. Like that's the only reason we're doing any of this. In that way, it almost is the immortality potion, like so to say. Like I gave you this thing that meant that you were devoted for so very long until I came back. So, you know, you don't really do that for just like your mates. You'd probably do that for a romantic interest, probably, right? We're also using a famous romantic tragedy as a backdrop. Like, definitely, like we have a character over here that's the Emperor and a character over here that's Kaguya. Like, you could definitely see it. That's my argument. Okay, this is the central thing to the whole experience. The linking of traditional Japanese and otaku culture. The bridging of the gap, so to say. There are examples of this everywhere. Everywhere. As I said before, details. If I was to go through every single one, we would be here all night. Let's go for the most direct one. And the one we see in the first shot, basically, right? Like the moon here becomes a disco ball. As we can see there. Very cool. Moon, eternal. It's this thing that's permeated every culture since the dawn of time. Right? It's this thing about Earth. You can't really miss it. Disco ball. Chintzy. Of its time. Dance party. Sequiny. You know, but nevertheless not as... We're not devaluing that either. It's just what is eternal and what is current. It's the meaning of the two, as is the meaning of these two characters in the plot itself. Like, it's just... That's the thing, man. That's the thing. And I'll skip to this now. This explicitly links into Iroha's character arc. She is being torn between a traditional route, you know, the moon proper, and something a little bit more fun. Something a little bit more dancey, something a little bit more musical. Traditionalism, passion. Which way do I go? Which way, Western man? So it's not just there for show. It's integral to a character and their struggle in the film, you would say. And we get very ballsy with it too. We frame one of, you know, the most famous plot beats, again, these trials for the suitors, through like video game levels. Like this is one of the trials where we're doing this like battle royale League of Legends thing, or like streaming leaderboards. Who can get the most like new followers within this period? Like these are the challenges of the now, as you know, the ones listed before that I did in the start of the video. They're the ones from the tale of the past. Another great connection. We have this 8-bit, 16-bit world for the moon itself. As we can see there, great animation style change, right? This is to differentiate the moon and everything else, but it also creates, you know, Tsukuyomi is this kind of in between, right? Which is like a modern video game level, closer to reality than this for sure, but not quite all the way there. This midpoint between the two, you know? Also, yeah, it adds into Yachio's creation of Tsukuyomi as well. If her world itself is almost like this old video game, if she's going to create something similar to draw everybody back in, it's gonna be like a video game again. It's what she knows, you know? It's all up there in the cloud. It's the internet, right? It all fits, it makes sense. We bring the tragedy of Princess Kaguya's ascension back up to the moon to the modern day as well. We match it up with a graduation live. You know, the modern day Princess Kaguya is a VTuber or something, or an idol, or something like that. And at a certain point, she's going to go away. She's going to leave the spotlight and go do something else. You have this last kind of live where, you know, this last time that we see everybody, right? It's like when she's gone back up to the moon. And it's almost like this battle. We have all the otaku there, back and forth, fighting as well. Like, that's so smart. It's the traditional in the here and now. It's applied to the modern day. It's applied to the thing that they're passionate about, these creative people making this thing. Just 10 out of 10 once again. And yeah, genuine progressiveness through the film's insistence on a happy ending. It feels like the film itself standing up to its mother. So its mother in this equivalent would be the story itself, which ends tragically, right? But we're standing on business. We're not going to, you know, do what we're supposed to and stuff like Iroha was with her mother. We're going to create this happy ending for ourselves, you know, in the same way that Iroha does, right? She doesn't need to play by the rules set by Mother, the original story. Like, that's metatextual, that's subversive, that's just fantastic. Love, love, love it. Pretty simple theme here too is motherhood. Iroha and Kaguya both have falling outs with their mothers and respond accordingly. I believe that Kaguya just didn't quite fit in on the moon initially when she came down as a baby. Like, that was the whole thing. And then, you know, mum's going after her and making sure that she comes back one day, probably watching over her some way as well. And yeah, it does seem pretty cordial in the end. Sorry for running away, but I had a really fun time. You know, she seems pretty chill about the whole thing. There's still love there. It's not untenable. It reminds me of, again, the relationship that Iroha has with her mother, and that they come back together and, you know, break bread. I think their experience with each other probably helped them to break this bread, you know, a bit of empathy for what they all have to go through. Like, specifically Iroha here, because it makes sense timeline-wise. Like, you know, I have to take care of this baby, and they keep spending all my money, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. I have now a newfound appreciation for mum. And yeah, you may be confused here, like, oh yeah, how is Kaguya, you know, Iroha's mother? That doesn't make any sense. Look at this. It's because Kaguya is also Yachio, and Yachio is this stand-in as Iroha kind of goes out on her own in the world. It's this point of, like, inspiration for me that I draw on for strength, right? I go to Tsukuyomi, I listen to that, you know, debut song once again, you know, all that kind of stuff. That's my rock. That's my, you know, support network during this time when mum can't be here. It's like my surrogate mum during this period. And yeah, her temperament when we get back into the world as well. Like, she's commanding and motherly and, you know, all sorts of stuff. Gradually getting closer as the film progresses as well. And of course, the through line of the lullaby, which we've already talked about, is central there, right? The lullaby from this song here becomes the lullaby for the baby there, becomes, you know, this song that we play and ends up being the debut song for Yachio. It all makes sense. It needs that crucial plot element of you forgetting things, sure, but makes sense. I don't mind that. You suspend your disbelief. And again, where did this song originally come from? Iroha's father. Lovely touch. Brings everything together. The family connection. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. Again, it's in keeping with the breezy tone of the film that all is forgiven by the end. I do wish we had a little bit more time here to see Iroha's mother's perspective. her thoughts on, her partner's death and how that informed things, and just a little bit more stuff from her in general. She's a little bit thin as a character, but this thing's long enough as is. I don't know if you can really add any more in there. Again, if you're potentially a deeper film with a little bit more of a serious tone, like, say, or sort of Bell, you may make a different decision there per se. The overall theme of the film as well, follow your heart, follow your music. You've seen it a million times before. Pretty straightforward, but I feel as though the film mixes this up enough to stop it from feeling super stale. Like, I don't know, the Girls Band Cry goes a little bit harder in that direction, maybe, as a point of comparison, but you don't need to do everything. It's fine. It fits tonally. Similarly, again, this is more just like me being really nitpicky. You could have played with a few more ideas in the film, more than we already did. Like, money kind of just stops mattering at a certain point. Like, we just become famous, and I felt like we could have, said some stuff about capitalism on the internet and how all this stuff works, and, why was I, unhappy here in this situation and happier when we got our fucking stupid house. Like, I don't know. It's definitely there. I feel like it could have been deepened. Also, some stuff about otaku fandom culture. It isn't all sunshine and rainbows all the time. There is that scene in the middle. We play it for comedy where she's like, marry me, marry me, marry me. Obviously, again, like, that's playing off of the suitors for Princess Kaguya from the original story. Making them all fucking Twitch chatters is fun, to say the least. Entertaining. But yeah, delving a little bit deeper into that, and what the good parts of this are, what the bad parts about this are, how it can be isolating, how it can be community, would have been appreciated as well. Probably gets a little bit too dark there for us to be talking about with any real authority, you would say. And yeah, that's finally all my stuff on like the story and the characters and the themes. That took up a long time. Let's try to speed things up a little bit here because I'm less versed on the rest of this stuff. I'm just going to say it's mostly pretty good. Animation, character work is a standout across the whole thing. I felt it evoked Trigger, it evoked Kyoto Animation at points, great comedic pieces of animation, a lot of variation as well. You can definitely have your more gentle KyoAni moments, and you could have your exaggerated Trigger stuff for sure. Certain parts of the animation, like, again, all the effects work here, genuinely had me questioning how they even did it. So if you're doing that at this point, then you must be doing something right. It's always a good sign, as I say there. It's mostly the effects work during the idol performance as well. Like, I can't play any of it in motion, but there's bullshit in the background happening everywhere. There's this layer here, there's another layer on top of it, there's all the lighting playing off of everything too. Some of it's genuinely unbelievably good. How did they do it? Another one would be budget. What was their budget? How much time did they have? How long has this thing been in development? These are all questions I tried to research to no avail, but impressive, needless to say, for sure. Especially for Yamashita, who is a relative newcomer, you would say, too. So, weird one, eh? I feel like the comedic animation invoked Yuru Yuri as well as Bocce the Rock, two of my personal favorites, so was funny if you're pulling from those kind of areas, like that kind of peak Duga Kobo type stuff. You're doing a good thing. Bocce the Rock in that we're, mixing up art styles and stuff and exaggeration for comedy. I remember there was one part where she had a really specific look on her face. I think it was when she was with her friends. Yeah, there we go. That feels Bocce the Rock. I mean, some of the KyoAni stuff, like their comedies too, to me. So yeah, genuinely funny. We're killing it in that space as well. Could be nitpicky. I feel like there's a few moments where we're a touch busy, and it's in the fights for mine. So, like, as mentioned before, some of the stuff here is a little bit weird with the backgrounds and the movement and the everything else. I feel like the main culprit, however, is Kaguya's last live stream. It just gets... There's so much stuff happening, it almost is not headache-inducing, but itching towards there, you would say. I felt like you could have just zoomed out and had something... I don't know, a little bit more legible going on. I did like how it all felt like Land of the Lustrous, though. I enjoyed that. Big budget Land of the Lustrous adaptation when? Like, even just Studio Orange, you want to do that? Anyway, whatever. Character design. Everybody has very pretty eyes. I think that's the main thing. Everybody's very pretty. Like, everybody. The boys are pretty, the girls are pretty, the fucking the old people are pretty, the young people are pretty, like everybody's pretty. It's all this highlight layer for mine too, like that kind of side of the color stuff present in my view in both, Tsukuyomi itself, as well as, you can kind of see it there during real life. Once again, it's that trigger Kyoani. We know how to make them go off model and go crazy at the right points. We know how to, show personality at the right points as well and be really, on model and personable and stuff. I feel like there's a good variety of designs between the main and side characters. As always, both of these, you have a design in real life versus a design in the virtual world. It just gives you a canvas to do exactly what you want, which is great. I like that one announcer with the, assets. I thought that she was fun. Even get some good anime design stuff going on during this sequence too. Like the Lunarians. If you know, you know. They have good stuff going on too. The animal ears used for personality, that's great stuff. It took me so long to figure out that they were bunny ears. Obviously the association between rabbits and the moon in Japan, that's why that's the case. Huzzah, I figured it out. Yay me. But yeah, it feels like a lot of the stuff I've got going on with Musume at the moment where those kind of animalistic features are characterizing characters in certain scenes. I feel like it's an important thing for the culture that the film is representing as well, like idol internet culture, that they do have that shit on too. Everybody is fashionable as fuck. Like between the yukatas and, the normal clothes as well as what they're wearing, for the performances themselves over here. Like it would be lesser if they just kind of wore whatever. This stuff here is just so much about that. So you need good clothes, and they do that. Backgrounds, not the most noticeable feature in the world, but they achieve what they set out to achieve, you would say. You get the blend of the old and the new symbolically and architecturally through the film as well. You take, elements of traditional Japanese culture, torii gates, bamboo, yukatas, oni, akama, and you give them a modern day twist. It's the point of the film. Great job. Kesan as well. It's this video game where you capture traditional Japanese temples and there's drums and torii gates and shit. That's very smart in the film that's about modernizing Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. That's what you got to do, man. Soundtrack. Instrumental soundtrack. Fine enough. Nice moments. Complements the action well. Pretty standard stuff, you would say. Soundtrack including the songs that we perform. Banger, banger, banger. You hide one of the bangers during the credits too. That song was very good. Some of them need to be added to the running playlist expeditiously. This was one of the highlights for sure. As well as that, again, I keep mentioning it, that first introduction to this new world is quite spectacular, and Sayori Hayami holds up her end of the bargain. Bangers, man. Fast, fresh, energetic, lyrically relevant. Just encompassing the spirit of the film as well, and almost the spirit of Vocaloid itself as a musical genre, where we're going to take, the traditions of music and, what you're supposed to do, and all these really talented technical players, and we're going to mix them up a bit, and we're going to make them play with it, have fun with music. That's the stuff that brought people to this thing initially. It kind of broke down the barrier of music and allowed you to just play a little bit more, That's the spirit of the film. That's what this style of music is echoing, and it enhances it 100%. Even some of the traditional instrumentation, I believe we see an electric, almost shamisen at a certain point. Definitely all of those elements, kind of bringing them to the technological age is part of the musical identity of the film. Overall thoughts, closing down now. Big recommendations for all the reasons that I've said and more. Details. It's frankly overwhelming. Just so much stuff happens. Some of those montages are seriously mile a minute, and there's so many jokes and bits in them. It's insane. Probably well worth a rewatch on my part to figure some more things out and see some more things and confirm a few things as well. Would love to do that in my spare time, if they did exist. Sets out to do a lot of things, succeeds at almost most of them, you would say. Major nitpicks would be some pacing and length concerns. I asked the hypothetical here, would we hate it if this was a 12-episode anime instead? Flesh a few more things out, just give you that extra hour to really do some things. I feel like you could find, 12 pretty satisfying endpoints within this thing as well. Obviously, again, you would probably struggle to... Oh my god, I'm just noticing this now. That's fantastic. That's brilliant. Okay. We gotta close up the video, though. I feel like this would be... You couldn't keep the same level of production, obviously, but I feel like this would be a banger 12-episode anime. I feel similarly about A Silent Voice, where I feel like if you split that up, you could just tell a better story. But yeah, I mean, nitpicky. We got what we got, and what we got was good. So, you can't really hate that much. Would I recommend the film? Wholeheartedly, especially if you like Vocaloid, VTubers, otaku culture, any of that kind of stuff. Even if you're just familiar with the original story, I feel like there's enough neat, novel twists on the original story to reward a viewer that is familiar. Like, you would just get something out of seeing how they adapted it, I guess. Like, it's different enough, I said as well during the credits, during the reaction itself, I don't think this is going to change anybody's life. I really don't think so. Unless, you're super duper into this stuff. So again, we're judging harshly here, but it's more of an entertaining film than something that's going to, have you reeling for days. Apples and oranges, it's not what it's setting out to do. Thanks everybody for recommending it. I understand the hype. It'd be hard to beat this year. I should look into what other movies are coming out 2026. That could be, there could be something on the horizon. And next week, I don't know yet. So don't ask me. Basically, I don't know. Like, we'll watch something, I'm sure. It is actually looking a touch busy too, so maybe we won't watch something. I'll leave myself to figure that all out. That's next week's job. Thank you for watching. Patreon if you want to see what's up there at the moment as well. If you're into Musume, if you're into Ping Pong the animation, check it all out. I'm going to see you later. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time. Ciao. Bye-bye.